In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the greatest Batman artists of all time. Let's go. Hello, YouTube. Axiomant here once again. And today we're going to talk about the great Greg Capullo. He's the artist I referred to just a few seconds ago. Greg Capullo is one of the greatest comic book artists of our time, of all time, arguably. There's no argument when it comes to Axiomant, though. He is one of the reasons I got back into comics. So back in the day, you see the gray in the beard. So back in the day, I wasn't into comics, right? As a kid, I was. I went into the army. There's a lot of in-between storytelling there. And then one day I just decided I wanted to get back into comics. I went to one of the local comic book shops, Big Red Comics, who later became Torpedo Comics. That's a whole other story. I'm going to talk about that story in another video. But in Torpedo Comics, I walked in, or Big Red Comics. I asked the clerk, hey, I've been out of the game for a long time, and I want to get back into reading comics. What do you recommend? And I was driven down a path, a fork, if you will. The clerk told me, if you're interested in Marvel, you might want to check out the Ultimate Universe that was just launched. And I got into Ultimate Spider-Man. That's another video. But then he told me, on the other side, on the big two, DC, if you want to go into the DC side of things, they also just launched the New 52. Which character are you into? I'm like, Batman. Yeah, it's kind of like an easy go-to. And I was introduced on that day to Batman, the New 52, The Court of Owls, which was written by also the great Scott Snyder, drawn, illustrated by Greg Capullo. I was in Gotham City heaven. I fell in love with the artwork, the story, the Court of Owls. Hint, hint. The Batman Part 3 with Robert Pattinson is rumored to have the Court of Owls and the Talon, which is their main weapon, as the main villain. But that's once there's other YouTubers that'll cover that. Why am I even talking about Greg Capullo? Why am I talking about this? Right? Well, it's because he sent me a message that I want to share with you guys right now. Now, he didn't just get up and decide one day to send me a message. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to pretend like he just did that. I did fork up some dough for this, but man, I'm gonna stop flapping my gums. Let's just watch it. Let's go.
Axiom and I'm looking at you. Hey, congratulations for finally making the jump, the leap, the intrepid adventure that you've undertaken to join YouTube and have your own channel. Congrats, man. You only have one kick at the can, one kick, and then you're out. You're out. They take you out of the game. No more trying, no more hopes, no more dreams, all just dust, right? So, you did the right thing, right? Here's Greg Capullo telling you to do the right thing. I chased my dream. I wanted to do comic books since I was 8 years old, and no matter what obstacles were in the way, I kept pursuing it until I got it. And now I could die without regret of going, what if, what if, what if. So, congratulations on that. I wish you great success. When things aren't going as planned, just keep pushing, keep breaking down those barriers, and never giving up until you've reached your goal. And that's what I have to tell you. Axiom! All right? So you take my advice. Never give up. Never back down. never surrender, pursue those dreams, conquer. All right? Capullo out.
How cool was that? Oh my goodness. Greg Capullo giving Axiomat a shout out. Yes, I know I paid for it, but who cares? Greg Capullo gave me a shout out. That's so awesome. Quick history lesson. I know I can do the pop-ups that pop up here and there, but I have the comics, so I'm just going to talk about the comics. Greg Capullo, or at least to me, the importance of his artwork was introduced into Spawn number 16. He was part of Todd McFarlane's Spawn in its infancy. And when his artwork took over, starting with issue number 16, I mean, it is mind-blowing how good it is. I'm not taking anything away from Todd McFarlane. Great artist as well in his own right. But we all have our preferences, right? Our likes, dislikes, preferences, whatever. Greg Capullo, when he took over on issue 16, moving forward, oh man, like I love his artwork. My buddy Mike, Marvel Mike, shout out to him. He has a tattoo of Greg Capullo's artwork on his forearm. He has Angel Spawn on his forearm. But he started with this. And of course, I have what launched me back into comics, Batman New 52 number 1 with the 9.8 grade. Of course I have to own this. I want to get this signed one day. Actually, I do have Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder's signature in a book that this is a passion project. So if you guys can see this, it's a blank cover. It's Batman 100. And you can do anything with a blank cover, right? But what I'm using this for is to get as many Batman artists, writers, inkers, colorists, whatever the case may be. I just want anybody associated with a Batman story that I fall in love with to have a signature on this book. And Greg Capullo's signature is right there, along with Scott Snyder, amongst others. Man, he's one of my favorite. You guys don't even know. Along with J. Scott Campbell and Jim Lee and a lot of other greats, Greg Capullo is easily in my top 5. I mean, come on, guys. He did covers like this. Look at this. Look at this. Look how awesome that cover is. So that's the end of this video. It's already longer than I intended, but I just wanted to share the shout out that he gave to me. And I mean, I'm on cloud 9, or should I say Cloud Gotham Capullo 9, whatever. All right, guys, that's Axiomat. As always, collect what you love what you collect, and I'll see you guys in the next one.